the door doesn't open to the public. No flashing cameras, no cheering crowds, no red carpet. Instead, there is silence, controlled, precise, almost sacred. This is the Chanel Fragrance Laboratory, a place where time slows down and scent becomes memory. And on this day, stepping into that hidden world, is Jungkook of BTS. For years, Jungkook has been known as the Golden Magne, the global pop star who fills stadiums and breaks records with every release. But what happens when a superstar known for sound enters a space defined not by music, but by molecules, notes, and invisible art? What happens when Jungkook meets Olivier Polge, Chanel's master perfumer and the man behind some of the most iconic fragrances in modern history? From the very first moment, this is not just a celebrity visit. It feels like the beginning of a story that blends identity, craftsmanship, and quiet power. As Jungkook walks through the laboratory, the atmosphere shifts. Glass bottles line the shelves, each containing years of research, experimentation, and emotion. This is where Chanel No. 5 evolved, where heritage meets innovation, and where scent is treated not as a product, but as a language. Jungkook listens carefully, his curiosity evident in the way his eyes move, taking everything in. This isn't a photoshoot persona. This is Jungkook the artist, absorbing another form of expression. Olivier Polge explains how fragrance is built like music: top notes that introduce, heart notes that define, bass notes that linger long after the first impression fades. Jungkook smiles at that comparison. It resonates. After all, his own music follows a similar structure. A song begins, draws you in, and then stays with you long after it ends. In that moment, the distance between pop icon and perfumer disappears. What makes this encounter so powerful is its quietness. There is no announcement of a collaboration, no bold headlines promising something that doesn't exist. And yet, the tension is there. Because when Jungkook enters a space like this, history suggests something meaningful is happening. Chanel does not open its inner sanctum to just anyone. And Jungkook does not lend his presence without intention. Halfway through the visit, there is a moment that changes the tone entirely. Jungkook is invited to experience raw fragrance materials, elements not yet refined, not yet famous. He closes his eyes. The room is silent. This is no longer about fashion or fame. It's about emotion. About memory. About how a single scent can transport you back to a childhood room, a late-night drive, or a first love. That's when it becomes clear, this meeting is about more than brand ambassadorship. It's about alignment. Jungkook has always represented evolution. From a teenage trainee in Busan to a global superstar standing at the center of pop culture, his journey mirrors Chanel's philosophy, honoring legacy while constantly redefining the future. Chanel is timeless, but never static. Jungkook is iconic, yet always growing. In the fragrance lab, these two worlds quietly recognize each other. The twist isn't loud. It's subtle. And that's what makes it powerful. As the visit continues, the conversation turns to creativity under pressure. Olivier Polge speaks about the responsibility of preserving Chanel's DNA while pushing boundaries. Jungkook understands this deeply. Every solo release, every performance, every artistic choice he makes carries the weight of expectation, from fans, from critics, from history itself. In this space, surrounded by invisible art, the shared burden of creation becomes a bridge between them. When the visit comes to an end, there's no dramatic farewell. Just mutual respect. Just a sense that something meaningful has occurred, even if the world doesn't fully understand it yet. And maybe that's the point. The most powerful moments don't always announce themselves. Sometimes, they exist quietly, waiting to be felt rather than explained. Images from El Korea later surface online, and the internet does what it always does, it explodes. Fans analyze every detail. Jungkook's expression. The setting. The symbolism. Headlines spread across social media, connecting Jungkook, Chanel, fragrance, and artistry into one narrative. And suddenly, what felt private becomes global conversation. But beyond the hype, beyond the engagement metrics and trending tags, there's a deeper reason this moment matters. It shows Jungkook stepping further into a world where influence isn't about noise, but about presence. Where luxury isn't loud, but intentional. Where artistry transcends medium. Jungkook entering the Chanel fragrance laboratory isn't just a visit. It's a statement. A reminder that true icons don't limit themselves to one form of expression. They explore. They listen. They evolve, and now, the question lingers: what comes next? Is this simply a meeting of minds, or the quiet beginning of something that will redefine how music, fashion, and scent intersect? Chanel moves slowly, but when it moves, it leaves a mark. Jungkook chooses carefully, but when he chooses, the world follows. If this story intrigued you, if you felt that quiet tension and creative energy, make sure to stay connected. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter. Because some stories aren't finished yet, and this one is only just beginning.